One.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Joshi Bar with me, one of your hosts, Awesome and 54, joined by the one and only.
Hi, I'm Bio.
And today on tap for all you patrons, today we will have the 2025 Stardom 5-Star GP, one of the best tournaments you'll ever have in wrestling in anywhere in the world. We will be going over each block, predictions, thoughts on it. We may be also bringing you some thoughts on some other matches that have been announced for other shows before then. Other than that, we're going to have a swell, fun time talking about this, and great discussions will be had today.
All right, yeah. So, do we want to go through the blocks first, or do we want to start throwing off predictions?
I would think we go through the blocks, but first, anybody that is not aware of what the 5-Star is, it is a tournament held every year in Stardom. Basically, wrestlers are split into 4 different blocks, and they compete over about month and a half ish until they get to playoffs, and that becomes a bracket style system until we get the winner. And usually, the winner will receive a red belt challenge.
Yeah, I mean, well, so it's to put it easier, it's a challenge for a belt of their choosing within the company. Uh, as like
It's
Mayu
always
has
so good.
challenged for the white belt 2018, as well as other times it's been different. Mayu's like the most notable. But yeah,
Usually for the red belt.
so I'm gonna go with how it is on the screen. So we'll go start with red stars A, blue stars A, red stars B, blue stars B, because that's how my screen has it. It makes it easier to kind of go down the list.
Absolutely.
Which that means we have to start, and very unfortunately, with B Priestley. Why?
Oh, okay. What? All right. What is the B Priestley hate? I don't get it. Is this a bit, or do you really
Here's
not
the
like that?
here's the thing. Like B Priestley is a wrestler, right? Look up B Priestley allegations to learn more.
God, do I even want to know?
No, no. No, because
Probably not.
that's gonna start a whole thing. So we're just gonna move on.
All right.
Uh,
Well, B Priestley's in it. If you don't know, former wrestler for WWE under the name Blair Davenport. She's previously in Stardom before.
Former
Uh,
red belt champion, by the way.
She is a former red belt champion, Goddess of Stardom champion, and if I'm not mistaken, I want to say artist winner as well.
I think so. I think
I
yeah, with the
want I
tie.
want to say artist winner as well
And
because that
then
sounds right.
it does. I'm pretty sure it was with the Widow tie.
If I had to guess, it would have been. Oh wait,
And
a
then
tie. But yep.
okay,
Oh,
yeah.
she was also an SWA champion as well.
Oh yeah, the belt everybody forgot about.
I've never forgotten.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You just did. You just did when you forgot that she was a champion for it.
Well, I didn't forget. Shut up, Io. Shut up.
No.
Anyway,
We got Waka. Hi, Waka.
I Waka.
Yeah, have fun with those zero
I,
wins again.
you
We've
know,
reverted back to
you
we reverted
know,
back.
why do I feel like she picks up a win? Probably 1 or 2, possibly this year.
She might pick a win against Unimon.
And that's going to be depressing as hell. But that leads back into we have Unimon again this year. Very happy to see the tropical one back here again. If I remember correctly, last year she had 0 points, I think.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah. Her and Waka don't have a good track record. Well, don't have a lot going for them this year. which honestly, I don't know who does. Red Stars A is very like it's very sided to like four people.
Yeah, Red
I
Stars A is
guess
weird as fuck. Like,
like I don't know who gets wins because I feel like a lot of them are just not going to get any. Uh so spoilers for predictions part. Speaking of not getting wins, hello Hanan. Yeah, you're not winning. I don't care what Twitter
whoa,
says.
whoa, whoa!
Okay,
What?
okay, okay. I don't mean that she's not gonna have a good tournament. I think she's gonna have a good tournament, but like Twitter has been all over the fact that she is winning this year, and I have it at a maximum 1% chance of winning the entire tournament. I'll get into that later, and I think Hanan's gonna have a really, really strong tournament, but she's not winning this year. No way. Uh, yeah, very strong tournament though.
Okay, I thought you were saying that she wasn't gonna like have any wins in this block. That's why I was like, what the fuck?
No, no, she's one of the only people I see getting wins in this block.
I mean,
Along with
I
obviously
mean, the woman that has ruined my life multiple times over the last year, Saya Kamatani.
yeah, Saya's gonna have like
She's a red
I think it's
belt
pretty
champion.
easy. Yeah, the top the top eight and like the two people who make it out of the block, it's going to be Hanan and Saya.
Well, did they
Not.
change it
Uh,
this year with having more people that there would be another person getting out of the block?
I don't think so. I think it's still two. At least that's how I looked at it on the bracket.
Okay, I didn't know because they did add an extra one. If they would be like top three would make it out, and then I mean, I could see a world where like the number one in the block gets like a first round bye
That's
in the playoffs, and
that's what I
then
saw. Is that somebody gets a first round bye and then
so I mean,
yeah.
top two, top three, she's making it out. She's probably gonna make it all the way to the end. Honestly, I don't think she wins, but hey, you know, it's wrestling. Anything can happen.
Yeah, I don't think anybody from another spoiler, nobody from Red Stars A do I have making the finals. I have two sets of finals. Uh, I have three winners in my predictions and two sets of finals, and it does not involve anybody in Red Stars A.
I mean, that's
Sorry.
understandable given the rest of the field that we have here today.
Yeah. And Blue Stars A, we have the winner
Whoa,
of.
whoa, whoa,
Oh wait,
whoa,
yeah, we
whoa,
have. Well, yeah,
whoa,
sorry. Yeah,
whoa. You're
look.
skipping over three
I didn't
people.
leave. I didn't mean to leave people out. The way that we
Holy
were
shit.
the way that we were talking about Red Stars A, kind of put me with the fact that when we finished. Not that I was trying to ignore people, but yeah.
Oh my
Next up we
god.
have as the lovely Meerkat calls the little bridge troll, May Sarah. God, I love May. And you know what? She gets to have a strong tournament because everybody else is having a weak tournament. So let's go, May.
Last year she did get 8 points. She picked up 3 wins last year.
So I think she will pick up a win against Waka, Unimon, Lady C, guaranteed. Probably. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Azusa, sneaks one over May, and that sets up a high speed match.
Probably.
I'd fully be okay with that. Uh, and maybe she pulls over one on B as well.
Well, that
Let May have a good tournament this year.
I mean,
May is great.
there's nothing that said she didn't have a bad tournament last year. I mean, she
Yeah, no,
made it. She made it all the way to like the absolute last day in like tiebreakers. So you know, there's nothing that says that she's gonna make it far. But that then also spoiled the last two remaining ones we have. We have Lady C, Lady Communism. coming in strong,
Lady
being in the
Comrade.
tournament this year. Was not in it last year. Unfortunately, she lost out in a match to Miyu Amasaki to get in. But this year, she's just in it, and we're in it to win it.
Look, she's gonna beat Waka. She's gonna probably beat Unimon. Good for her.
Lady Communism will rise up.
I want more for Lady C because I love Lady
I
C,
I believe in
but
my comrade.
yeah, yeah. Mm, probably not having a strong run. So after Lady C, we have Azusa Inaba, who I think might actually go and pull off a pretty strong run. I think she's gonna have like a surprisingly
Um,
good one. Um,
Depending on how they do playoffs, I could see her sneaking
I don't
into
see her making the
the.
playoffs, but I
I
can.
if they do it where three people make it out of the block, I think she makes it out. If it's only the top two make it out of the block, she's not making it out of the block.
Yeah, 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 that's fair, and I fully agree with that.
But I mean, I also do have a sneak. I have a weird feeling that B Priestley might make a strong case and could make the playoffs.
If
It de-
she makes
it
it over Hanan, Twitter will lose their mind, and I'm kind of for that.
I mean, I'm kind of for it too, but
Not that I like B Priest, or I think that
it
she
de-
should be in there
it,
because
de-
no,
it
absolutely not.
depends.
But
It
I
depends
love
on
Twitter crash
it,
outs, and I'm not like super invested in Hanan's run this 5 star because I don't see that she's getting like I want. Okay, so I'm going to put this ahead of hand. I really like Hanan. Hanan is a future top star in Stardom. 100%. She's going to get there. It's not starting at this 5 star. It might start here, but like she's not winning it to like I have I have a whole thing with Hanan that I'm gonna get into later when I get into my predictions. So stay tuned for that because that's gonna be interesting. I have basically like months of Stardom like pretty much planned out in my head what's going on that makes the most sense. So stay tuned on that. Anything else we want to get to on Red Stars, eh?
nah, we'll come back to it when we come to predictions. It's not a bad block, but I mean, it's probably the most obvious block of all of them at this point of what's probably gonna happen
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of
yeah. Oh no, I think next one. Next one's a little more obvious.
I don't know about that.
Uh, okay. So next up we have Blue Stars A, and we have Akira Kuragane versus Yuria Hime to decide who is going to get this final spot. So the Blue Stars A block will consist of Akira Kuragane.
Yep. I
Uh,
mean, I don't see a world where Yuria Hime gets in over Akira because I think
Akira's
Akira's
so over
ready.
at this point.
He's
Like
so over and
Stardom
ready
isn't
for
even
it.
treating her
Like,
as a rookie. I would say that
yeah.
like while Stardom will still sometimes look at like Rana Yagami, Rion, Carrara, and Aya as rookies more than they look at Akira as a rookie, which is both crazy and kind of cool because Akira is awesome. So I'm not going to fully
It's
complain on that.
fair.
Like I am being a rookie is not a bad thing. Like don't like take that as like a slight on any of the other Stardom rookies. Just I think that they've taken Akira and they're like, we are fully running with her. She got over and has a good look and personality. That there's not much that we have to really put her on. Hey, yeah, she's this rookie. She's already getting a ton of wins. She got her first win before Rion, who debuted almost a whole year before her.
Well, I mean, so did who knocked out Rena?
Okay, that doesn't count.
I mean, a win's a win.
A win is a win, but like it's a
I'm
ref
so-
stoppage due to an actual
is
injury.
there a W next to this person's name?
Okay, okay, okay. Now And well,
Is
also that's
it's
Emma.
the question.
Yeah, yeah. Emma technically still has her first win, but like
That's right, Emma sure does.
I like Emma, so that's not a thing out being me on her. Emma's great, and I know that she's probably
Yeah,
like going through a lot with that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's very unfortunate.
yeah, extremely.
I'm happy that Rena's okay. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
that one was
I mean,
terrifying.
I mean, it's crazy to say the best case scenario happened where she only got a concussion.
Yeah, yeah. Like
As somebody who had a concussion that took them out of playing any sort of contact sport, and me saying that. But I digress. Yeah, I look. They could throw a curveball, and they could throw Yuria in here because they maybe don't want to do Bozilla versus Akira yet, or any sort of in-faction fighting. Maybe, I don't know.
honestly, they probably could because I know Akira beat Yuria last time as well.
Yeah, so like Yuri's already got the win, and I'm looking and just quickly glancing over the other. Yeah, no other Mivita Loca members besides Suzu is in this, and she's on the other side of the. She's in the other group, but I don't
Which,
think they. I
looking at
don't.
Blue Stars beat, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, looking at Blue Stars B, that doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, I don't think they want any sort of.
I mean, also Akira's not making it to the finals.
I know.
Like, or yeah,
I'm just saying in terms of you can do faction v faction internal with everyone else because everyone else has been established and it's fine. But I don't think you want to do it with a faction that just started a couple months ago, and especially
yeah,
since you just brought in Bozilla.
yeah.
Um.
Speaking of Bozilla, that's the next person Blue Stars.
Oh my god! When I found out that I I was sitting, I remember it perfectly. It was a nice day. It was like a Saturday. I woke up. My mom came in, said we have no internet. I went, what? Uh, Landscaper nicked the fiber line because the fucking idiots from the ISP didn't bury it deep enough.
Okay,
So I was without
we get
internet that
awesome
day.
lore. I'm intrigued.
I was without internet that day. For a little bit. I mean, I got them to come out to fix it. Either way, the night before, I actually put um, the show on a flash drive because I was going to watch it on my TV in my room. Which, fun fact, not all Samsung TVs will recognize MP4 files.
Good to know.
Mine is one that doesn't. It's really annoying. Anywho, so I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. I ended up going to bed, woke up and everything, and they're like, we don't have internet, and I'm like, oh fuck. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take the flash drive. I'll plug it into the one in the living room. We'll see what happens. 65-inch Samsung. I'm like, all right, if this works, I'm gonna be very happy. Plug it in, get it all together. It works. My face lit up while also being angry that all Samsung TVs can't just do that. So I'm watching it, right? And unfortunately my mom um was also in the living room with me. She was like semi watching it. Um she called, oh, what did she call Hanan? I think she called Hanan Big Bird.
It's funny because I've had another person refer to her as Big Bird before.
Something like that. She said like Hanan looks like Big Bird, and I was like, what?
I see.
What are
The
you
thing is, like,
talking about?
your mom is not the only person to think that. I've had a friend who saw it on for the first time and thought Big Bird, and another one who thought Pikachu. So
I was like, what? What do you mean? Okay, all right, mom. I also don't remember what else she said, but she said another thing where I was just dead, dying laughing. But we're in the middle of we're in the middle of, the show, and we're in that Movida Loca versus Neo Genesis match, and I'm just like, all right, whatever, we should be fine. And then all of a sudden, this big person just comes running out, and I'm like, I know who this is. Like literally, she walked out, and I just went, I know how this works. And she does everything, and then removes the hood and the mask, and it's fucking Bozilla. I just start dying laughing in my chair, cackling like a hyena. And I'm pretty sure my mom just ignored it because she's like, I'm not even gonna ask him about it. But I'm just dying laughing because one, this is funny as shit. She literally pulled a Julia on good old Hatman, which is amazing. So big ups to Taro Okada for this one.
Yeah.
Um, Marigold fans in shambles, which I'm all here for.
Margaret has
And
fans.
yes, they do. Surprisingly, yes, they do.
No, I kid the Marigold fans.
I don't.
But I
But
have some
either.
friends who are really into Marigold. It's not
Mm,
for me. I like a
so
lot
they
of the
don't. They
wrestlers,
don't.
but
They
from
don't
like,
know ball. Then got it.
yeah,
But I'm just sitting there cackling. It's a nice sunny day. And my mom just, I'm pretty sure out of the corner of my eye, I just saw my mom just look at me and just went, whatever. And like went back to looking at her phone. And I'll tell you what, I've not had that much joy from somebody just showing up in a while. And the fact that it's Bozilla, who became arguably a big star out of Marigold, went back home due to a family emergency, which I'm not doubting there was a family emergency or anything like that. Said she would be back and then proceeded to sign with his biggest competitor and the company he made.
no, that's
Oh
pretty
my
fucking funny.
god, I love it. It's cinema. Taro Okada's a genius, man.
And
Um
yeah, well, I think Brazil also has a very strong tournament this year.
oh yeah, she has to. She's
Yeah,
being
you know
I mean,
that's the second winner of this block.
I don't I didn't pay attention to the Dream Star last year, and I'm not sure how her run was in the Dream Star.
I think semifinals and then
Yeah, I
lost.
don't think she gets semifinals, but I
Not
definitely
semi.
think she,
Not semifinals.
yeah, I
I will
think,
go. I will go over my route. I
yeah, we'll
have
we'll go over
a
that
very
later.
interesting
But
route.
oh, actually,
Uh,
here I found actually swerve back real quick. No, she said Poi looked like Big Bird, and Hanan was a bumblebee, and then said
excuse
that
me.
and then said Saya Ida looks like when Sully had the socks stuck to him.
Yeah, she's a well. Oh no, I was gonna say that's Chihiro Hashimoto that most people call solely, but you can see that with Saya Ida.
I think it was
And
because of the jacket
well,
she had on.
now who else we have on Boosters A?
One Aya Sakura this year. I believe this is the debut for her five
Yes.
star. It is. She's still, I mean, as far as I'm aware, she's still the Sendai Junior World Champion, right?
Uh, she,
Right.
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, she beat Yuna. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So she's still a champion. So she's going in with a belt, which usually is not good for tournaments. But I mean,
So many
um,
people are going in with belts this year.
it's kind of crazy. But
Yeah, because we have
she'll be
Hanan,
solid.
or not Hanan. So we have Saya, May, technically Azusa if you count her JTO belts,
Still a
and
belt.
all three of them when she beats Tomoka because Tomoka has an announcement, which is bye bye JTO. I'm signing with Stardom full time, which good for her. Tomoka's my favorite. I love her. Then you also have, well, technically, no, you do have Hanan because tag belts. Uh,
Yeah, Hanan
Saida tag belts. That's
belts.
already five, and we're still in A. All right. Then you
Uh,
have
Miyu's got a belt.
then you have the future belt in either Hina or Karara. Spoiler,
We'll get
it's
to
gonna
that
be
later. We'll
Karara.
get to that later. We need to
Yeah,
get
we'll
through
get to
the
that later.
block.
Uh, Azumi with the Azumi with the New Japan Strong belt. SOK with the white belt. Sorry with the New Japan belt, or not the New Japan belt, the IWGP belt. Uh,
And she holds some tag belt with Takumi. I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
remember
and
what
then
it is.
oh yeah, Hanako and Waka with the new blood belts.
Lots of champions going into this.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, it's a lot of champions.
A lot of champions. Um, but yes, Miyu Amasaki, good old Kevin, is
Yeah,
back
the Kev,
again.
5-star Kev,
5 star
5-star
Kev.
Kev, and the 5-star. Let's go.
Literally 5 star Kevin, the 5 star. So we up. I don't know what kind of run she's gonna have in this block, but if she hits her finisher on Bozilla, then I think it's just a W all around.
Oh my god, the height,
The height is
the
what I'm here
height.
for. Um,
No.
I
Actually, I'm
know,
not a
I
fan of that.
know.
I'm not a fan of that
No, no, no,
because
no.
like
She
the way
doesn't
that she
win.
lands at that,
No, no,
that
no,
could
no.
be a
She
fuck
doesn't.
up spine.
No, 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 no. She doesn't win. Oh well. I mean, I guess.
But I'm
Look.
just saying, if she hits her finisher on Bozilla, I'm
He'll do
worried
it
about like Miyu's
safely.
spine.
I mean, I think Miyu's gonna be fine. She's a tough old gal.
Yeah, but like that's
Look, they don't
that's
call her
being
5 star
thrown.
Kev for nothing.
That is being thrown 8 feet directly on your tailbone.
Okay, maybe she doesn't go that high. Whatever. It'll be fine. It'll still be great visual. Shut up.
Sorry, logistics and physics kind of scared me on that one. Then we have Saida.
Good old
Good old
macho
Machigoro-san.
gorilla. Yep. Memories fuzzy. Was she in it? Yes, she was. She picked up 4 points last year,
And I don't know if I see her doing much better
beating.
this year. And that's sad because I love Saida.
She beat
We need
Azumi
more
last
of her.
year.
That she did. And
Good for her.
Saida deserves a big, strong singles run because Saida is just fucking awesome.
So, and then quickly to go back to 5 star Kev real quick. She got 3 points last year, drew with SLK, and beat Xena.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Xena existed. I'm sorry.
I'm assuming she's still recovering from the ACL injury.
Yeah.
She's been gone for like ever.
It's been over a year at this point, I think.
I mean, that's tracks for ACL.
Yeah. Now to go further in, we have the other person who I think is getting out of this block in Sayoriano.
Really
I think, yeah,
interesting. Interesting. I like it.
I
Saori last year, 7 points. Drew with SLK, beat Miyu. Or no, hang on. No, she beat. Yeah, she actually no. So she beat Shuri last year.
yeah, and I remember that's whenever
Drew
like
with Kid.
everybody had this like high expectation for Shuri after her first match with SLK, and like Sayori came and beat her, and Shuri just never really recovered in the 5-star.
Yeah, Saori beat Xena, then beat 5 star Kev. honestly, she probably gets out. I think it's gonna be another one of those. She probably gets out because she was in it. She was in it last year. I want to say until the literally the last day of it, but she lost, and she lost the tiebreaker to Kid.
Yeah. Uh,
Well, it wasn't a tiebreaker, but she lost in terms of record to Kid.
and then to speak about what we just said with Saida and how wrestlers who I think deserve more, Ami Sarai.
I have very high hopes and very high expectations for Ami Sourei in this tournament.
I have, I want her to do well, but I don't think she does this year.
I
And
mean,
I'm going to get into a lot more of this in my predictions, and then I think a lot of that's going to make more sense. I don't see her getting out of the block, but I still think that she has a fine tournament. And I want to see more from Ami now
I
that she's
mean
back. I obviously
with
like
Shuri gone, I
Shuri,
think we will.
but I think it's going to take us a little bit after the 5 star before we get there, and I think that's fine.
Maybe.
Like the 5 star is not the end all be all for like the wrestlers. I don't think that them not having a strong year means anything. Like fucking hell, look at last year. Tam Nakano lost every single match and then immediately won the red belt.
You're
So
goddamn right she did. She beat terrorism.
no, she started terrorism.
No, I will not.
I will not. I will
We
not get
will
into
not.
this.
We will
We're not
not
gonna
get into
go.
this today. We are
Yeah.
not getting into this today.
Uh, Speaking of not getting into, the last person in this one is Ruwaka. Now let's move on to Red Stars B.
I'm good with that. Fuck the plastic bin merchant.
So, I'm sorry, Ruwaka. I actually don't have any like problems with Ruwaka. There's just nothing
Oh,
to
I
say about
do.
her. Uh, like to be honest, like she has a box and she's gonna do box things and hate things, and then she's
But see, they're not
probably
even
not gonna do well.
funny box things. They're not funny. They
But
just
speaking of
piss me
hate members that we
off.
do love, Rina
Yeah.
is starting off Red Stars B, and
Oh, baby. Red Stars B. Ooh,
all this
baby.
Red Stars bio because this is just like literally like just my favorites all in one block.
Hey,
My two
whoa.
favorites are in one block. Like my
This
exact two
isn't.
favorites being SLK and Tomoka are in this block. Like this is so bio coded. And
I mean,
I like
it's
see
also mean
I'm somebody who
limited.
really likes Tora. I like Carrara. Love Rion. I love Rina. I love Azumi. I love SLK. I love Poi. Adore Tomoka. Like this is my fucking block and the hardest block to
Um,
predict.
yeah, I mean, it's. I would argue that it's my block too.
Okay, no,
I,
no, no, mine. This is mine.
excuse you, you don't get exclusivity on this block. Carrara's in it. Excuse the fuck out of you.
Tomoka and SLK are in it. Excuse the fuck out of you.
Excuse the fuck out of you. Carrara and Poi and Azumi's in this block with Stone Cold Rion. Excuse
Rina
the
and
fuck
Rion.
out of you.
See, here's the thing. But with Poi and Azumi, those are in my favorite list too, as well as Rion and Rina. Like, so that's why I didn't include them for myself. I brought up the fact because Tomoka and SLK are like my two bigs. My two bigs in all of Joshi wrestling, and honestly, wrestling in general. They are my two favorite wrestlers. Fight me.
I mean, I will.
And
I mean,
and Rion my like and Rion my rookie goat.
I I I would like to point out I was big on Tomoka before all y'all were.
So the fuck was that? Nobody just listened to me. Like I wasn't like as big as on her as I am
Well,
now, where she's
nobody
become my
listens
favorite
to you,
wrestler.
period,
Yeah,
bio.
that is true. People don't like me.
That's not even remotely true. You
That is
you
very true.
stop being a self-hating bitch.
Well, I don't care what you say. That's not even me being self hating. There are just a lot of people who dislike me.
I mean, there's someone I know that really despises my entire existence, and honestly, that just fuels me to keep going and just keep pissing them off because of the fact that I'm living. But that's beside the point.
I mean, we all have those people. Uh, yeah.
We
So
share
now,
this block. We will share this block. Okay? We went over
fine.
this how many
This is the
times?
Joshi bar block. I'll take it.
This is the Joshi Bar block. Like, because even between the both of us, a lot of our wrestling, like, we like intertwines with each other.
That is true. We have very similar opinions.
We have very
So
similar
we
opinions
have
on some
and we have the
things.
exact same opinion on one Tam Nakano.
No, we don't.
The
No, we don't.
exact
How dare
opposite.
you? After that emotional episode, you have the gall to say that? All right.
Yeah, hey, look, I gave it a couple months.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay. But yeah, this is a very hard block to predict because I'm over here, it's like, okay,
Wait,
sadly
Reno wasn't
Rihanna's the
even in
pin
it
taker.
last year.
Yeah, like because I'm looking at this like sadly
That's
Rihanna's a pin taker
crazy.
this year. But everybody else I feel like has to have a strong tournament. So it's like I feel like a couple of these could have been mixed into other
So
blocks.
this block, I think, is gonna play out like last year's. Oddly enough, last year's B block for red, because last year we had a three-way tie for the second spot out of it.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get another one of those this year. But shit, it could even honestly, I could see this being a four-way tie to get out of the block.
Honestly, yeah. So
That's just saying to get the number two spot.
let's. I mean, we kind of already did. Let's go over like the one by one. Rena, like I feel like has to have a strong block. I mean, we are now getting to that point where we are really starting to push Rena more in the red, not red, white belt division. She had the longest, the yeah, most defenses for the future belt. She's very much your up up and coming like new top heel, and I don't see her having a weak tournament, but like looking at the rest of the people, she kind of has to, and that's scary. I don't
I
like. I
think
really don't know on this block because it's like I still have like the two people who I think make it out of it at the end, but I
this
don't have
this block is going to be the hardest one to figure out, and probably is going to be the more interesting of the blocks out of the rest of them, just because of the position many people are in. Not only do we have the current white belt champion, we also have this year's Cinderella tournament winner in it. We also have the current New Japan Strong Women's champion in it. Like, those three people right there that booking wise should have a very good tournament. And on top of that, you have Tomoka, you have Poi, you have Rena, you have Tora.
uh,
Like, it's just weird. This is what I live for when it comes to tournaments.
yeah. Like, I love unpredictability, but like this also kind of scares me in a way because it's kind of like
Oh, I'm going to be an absolute wreck the whole fucking time during this block.
so.
I will win and lose at the same time.
Let's talk about the unfortunate factor, and that's Rion.
Oh,
She's not getting
Stone
a
Cold
point.
Ryan.
She's
Oh,
not getting a point. I am going to
she's
be very sad. I love
it,
her. She
okay.
has one chance of getting a point against Carrara,
I
but
don't think it's just Carrara. I'm gonna throw it out there. I think she could sneak a pin out of Tora. I will not lie. I think she could sneak a pin on Tora.
okay. I I will retrace this. I think her and Carrara tie, and
Mm,
I don't know if I could because Tora is a former Red Belt champion. And I know this is like the 5 stars, so like the perfect time to go and have those like wins that necessarily don't really mean. much other than like, oh my god, that's a surprise on the 5 star. That's hard though. Like it's hard because I think they're kind of looking for a stronger run for Tora in this 5 star. Tora is usually a great person to be a foil for wrestlers in the 5 star.
I
So I
mean,
don't see her getting like her going and being like the foil to like Tomoka or Azumi, and then having, but then losing to Rion. I yeah, I really think
well,
it comes
I
down
think
to
she, I
like
think if
she
anything,
might get a tie with Carrara, but other than that, I don't see her really scoring anything.
oh, I think she's going to be the foil to Carrara,
One
like
hundred percent.
1,000,
Yeah, yeah. No,
1,000%.
Tora is 100% foiling Carrara.
Like, and
I think that that's one of the
I'm gonna
matches that I'm
hate it,
100%. In.
but I will understand it.
Speaking of Carrara,
My
so
goat baby is in the 5 star.
very happy for her,
She deserves it.
but
I will have
I am
no
being
hatred or
realistic.
anything on her.
I'm being realistic on this. This isn't the Cinderella. The Cinderella was a lot of newcomers. I will say that Carrara's going to score more points than you'd think, but like I don't see her. I still think that like I think her and Rion are going to be out of the running. In the end, I do. I don't think that they'd be a part of any kind of draw for like the last spot. I think I think that I kind of have Rion, Carrara, and Tora eliminated at the end, and we could potentially have that 4 way for the last spot with everybody else. But I'm sorry, Carrara. Like there was just not there's enough hope in there, and I think it's just that everybody else in this block is just too strong of people for Carrara to be in that running. But I mean, hey,
Oh, bio. No, 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 no.
look,
I am,
look, look. I'm
I am
sorry.
riding on the hype train. I'm the conductor of the Carrara hype train for this year's 5 star. We are going to have a great run. We are going to pick up wins. We're going to make it, baby. All the way.
If you say so. Anyway, next is
I
Azumi.
do
Big zoom
say
zoom.
so.
Big zoom zoom. Big zoom
Love
zoom.
Zoom Zoom. Big Zoom Zoom.
Big
Love
zoom zoom.
this. Last year she was also a part of that tie in. Wait, also she was in B Block last year as well. So was Tomoka.
Yeah, we get that. You know, like because when the 5 star was first announced, I was talking about the one match that I was excited for the most in the blocks that is like a more unlikely matchup that wasn't probably wouldn't be built outside of this tournament. And again, nobody like really listened, and nobody really talked about the match, which sucks. But it was Tomoka versus May Sarah. It was so fucking good. Like people don't talk about it enough. It's a fantastic match, and I love. It was like the one that I was looking forward to the most last year. And to kind of spoil the first night match card, the match that I'm looking forward to the most this year is taking place on night one, and it's Tomoka versus SLK. And such a bio coded match. I can't wait. I can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Yeah. 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 Zoom Zoom. Yeah. Zoom
It's Zoom
Zoom.
Zoom.
I have her.
She's gonna be up there. Like
Yeah.
she's gonna put on great
She's definitely a
matches.
part of that aforementioned probably tie. However, I say that I think that she is, you know, the one who makes it out in that tie. Do you have anything else you want to add?
Not right now. I mean,
Okay.
it's a Zoomy. She shines
Speaking of
in
making
these
it out, that's
tournaments.
okay. This doesn't need to be said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm going to spoil slightly on my predictions here. I think that SLK is a guaranteed finalist from the Red Stars. I think that she 100% makes the finals. I will fully get into that
Interesting.
later. Uh, but all of my options that I have going for the winners like involve SLK in the finals. So that's my minor spoiler. I really don't see a tournament where she doesn't. But yeah, that's okay. Like it's this 5 star is going to be huge on her. Uh, what else you got to add? Awesome.
I mean, it's SLK in a tournament. Last year, she she was in Blue A. She made it out as number two. Um, uh, I, I don't see
Like,
a
and
world where
she,
she doesn't get out of this block and doesn't have a deep run in the playoffs. I just don't see it. I don't see a world where that does not happen.
uh, like everything that I have I went through so many options. I was talking to it with and a really good friend of mine. Like every day, like it was constantly changing. Who I had like prediction wise. Like again, I think it's kind of almost always been consistently the SLKs in the finals. And like part of me has bias on there, but part of me is like I am looking at like the stories that are like would be intertold in this, and it's like they still all revolve with her like, making it to the finals. So I mean, I think I'm right, and I think that's all I can really add on. That's okay without just fully getting into my predictions and spoilers. So let's talk about Poi.
Hey!
What?
I don't
Little
know how
fairy.
to feel about her tournament this year. I really don't.
Yeah, she's
Like
challenging.
last year she was in Red Stars A and she made it out. Um, but I don't know because of how this block is. I don't know what's gonna happen, and that scares me. But it also, like, I love that. I
Yeah,
do think she's going to be like she's a part of the group that if she gets out, I would not be upset. I would be happy. But also at the same time, if she's in part of that tiebreaker kind of thing and loses in the tiebreaker, I'm not going to be utterly crushed over. I don't think.
yeah. Like Poi has done a lot
I
recently. Uh, I don't think there's really much else you can really do with her in this 5 star to like bring her up or bring anybody else up outside of her not making it to put somebody else up there. But
I mean,
because I
it's
mean
gonna be.
she's challenging for the red belt. Spoiler, not winning the red belt.
We don't talk about it.
And I mean, like that's fine. Like I don't really get upset when wrestlers lose because I mean most of the time it's you know to further everything that's going on. And I feel like Poi can have an underwhelming tournament this year, and I don't think it would hurt her at all.
No, she's one of those that if she didn't have the best 5 star in the long run, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, like and then, like honestly, like the same thing with Carrara because Carrara's still technically a rookie. So like she can have a underwhelming 5 star and it'd be fine. The same can so
No.
here's the thing. Before you get mad at me for saying that, I'm gonna say the same thing about the next person, Tomoka, and that's my favorite wrestler. I think Tomoka's going to have a good 5 star this year. If there is a tiebreaker, I think she's involved in that. She's not making it out. I've accepted that, and I'm fine with that. Like Tomoka's gonna go out there, and with the block that we have, Tomoko is really gonna show people who the fuck she is. Matches with Poi, Azumi, SOK, Rina. Like, I think that she's gonna do a lot of fun stuff with Tora as well. Like, I think the Carrara match would be fun. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if Carrara gets one over Tora or Tora over Tomoka and that being a big deal.
Oh
Uh,
yes. Feed the hype train. Yes, good.
Tomoko is definitely going to be a utility player in this, and I'm so for that.
She kind of was last year a little bit.
She plays utility so well.
It's
Like,
just Tomoka.
because Tomoko's the fucking GOAT. When you have somebody
I
who's
don't
such a good
disagree.
utility player, but can, like, Tomoko is one of those persons, people who can be like, okay, we need you for this kind of spot and this kind of. You can do that for anything with her, and she can play any part of that perfectly and is going to sell the matches for it. That's one of the biggest reasons that I'm being so drawn to her. It's she is everything in that you would want from a wrestler because you can do anything with her and
Hey,
she can nail that. Like, there are people who can do that with characters, but to do that with just in ring work and that in ring storytelling of the type of match is such a rarity that I think that like to me that's where I'm looking. This is like Tomoka very soon is going to be like on the top of the Joshi scene, and I
oh, I
can't
don't
wait.
doubt that. I don't doubt that. The ascension of her to the tops of the Joshi world is coming, and I'm excited to see that because she does deserve it. She's very good. Um, I I I'm looking at her run last year, and
It should have been better. And
I
this year,
mean, she had the tie. She literally had the tie with Azumi and May.
yeah,
Um,
I know.
I mean,
I'm just being
I mean,
biased.
she
I
beat
want everything for
Momo
some.
last year.
Oh yeah, that was such a good match too. Oh my god.
Like,
Yeah. I'm
like,
gonna end up just glazing Tamuka for an
yeah,
hour,
we're gonna
so
move on.
and we've already been going an hour, so it's
We have.
yeah, we've been going for 52 minutes.
Oh, good lord.
We haven't even gone through the block shit. That's why I was like, okay, we need
Oh,
to push this along so we
God.
get to
Okay,
predictions.
okay. Yeah. All right. Last one.
Natsuko Tora. Natsuko Tora is gonna
Was
do Natsuko Tora things.
she's going to do Natsuko Tora things. She wasn't in it last year because she was like, I'm red belt
I'm
champion.
Red Belt champion.
I don't
I
give
don't need to
a
do
fuck.
this.
I
Here,
don't
go
need to
throw
do this.
Ruaka in.
Yeah. Couldn't
Okay.
throw Rena in, huh?
Yeah, but
Noticing.
now Rena's finally in the. God, we've been wanting Rena in the 5 star for so long. So happy.
Ew,
Blue
she's not
Stars
making
B.
out of it.
Yeah, Blue Stars B. Speaking of Momo, because we're gonna skip somebody because I think uh that's important later. That's going to uh go into something. So start off with Momo. It's Momo Watanabe. Somebody who deserves so much better and deserves to be booked higher, but I guess just doesn't want to be
I
and
don't
is very
believe that
content with where she
for a
is, and I'm
sec.
fine with pick.
I don't believe that for a fucking second.
See,
I don't believe
I
that.
didn't used to, but like until it's one of those things of getting like into like the actual like working in wrestling where you kind of see that there are a whole lot of wrestlers who are like, yeah, I don't want to be like that world champion. I want to be like that mid card because it's not necessarily like what you think of where that's a super huge deal. Like obviously like, the moments are there and it's like, yeah, that's cool. But then a lot of it's like I don't want to do all this extra shit. I want to go out there and have matches. I don't want to like I still want to wrestle, but I don't want to do everything at the top, and that's fine. You can have like a lot of people want the hell. There are people out there who are like, yeah, I want to be a jobber. I don't ever want to win. I want to lose every
Hey,
match,
and you know
and
what?
those people exist.
Godspeed to them because we do need them in the world of wrestling, and
Yeah,
Godspeed to them. And
we
I
need
will
people
never
in
knock
every
them for
placement.
that. But this is Momo fucking Watanabe.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the point of like the fact that it is Momo, the fact that she's incredibly popular, she's incredibly talented and just great at everything. That I feel like if she wanted it, they would have thrown her at that long ago. But like that's regardless. I think, especially looking at a lot of this other tournament, I think Momo is going to have a strong tournament because everybody else, minus two other people, aren't going to have a very strong tournament. Uh, like
I said last year she was probably going to have a strong tournament, and that was very wrong.
that was true. But I mean, so we have Hanako. Hanako's tall. Hanako's cool,
Uncle
and she does
Screams.
the roar. She does the
Um,
roar.
I think she'll pick up one or two wins, probably two wins on this one, maybe three.
I see three. I
I
see.
think she's going to be very middle towards the bottom, which is not a problem.
I mean, Hanako is again another one of those people who's like, yeah, she can have an underwhelming tournament. It's fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of
I,
underwhelming, hi Hina.
hi, Hina.
Hina. Sorry, Hina.
I
Hi
uh,
Hina. Okay, can we get into spoilers for predictions on something else so I can say something?
I mean, if you want to.
Okay, yeah. I fully predict that Hina is losing that future belt to Carrara,
Oh, baby.
and yeah, I don't see her having a strong 5 star, especially looking at like the people who I feel are having a strong 5 star in this block. She's not making it out. Uh, she she break number two pencils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And does a
Come on,
judo
Mo.
throw. We love judo here.
Yeah, just be like Rena better.
True.
uh, hi, Komomo.
Ah,
Love you,
come on,
Komomo.
Mo. We love you.
We love you.
I want
You're
her
not
to
picking
have
up
a
a
good
win in this
five
tournament, but we
star.
love you.
Um,
No,
I think she. I think her only wins could come against Hina.
I don't even think she beats Hina.
I don't know. It depends.
I think her
I
only
want
chance is
her.
Rana, but I think at most it's a tie.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want more from for Komomo.
I want more for Komomo. I
I
want
want
I
more for
wanted the
her.
goddess run with Mayu so bad.
We wanted a lot of
Momo
things.
needs something. I don't think she's gonna get it, but she needs something. I love her.
I don't think
I
she
want to meet
needs
Momo so bad.
something.
Like for some reason, like I have her at like one of the people I want to meet the most in Stardom. Just
She's very nice.
such a charming person. I adore Momo so much. But at most she's getting a draw over Rana, and that's about it.
Get a good draw. I
And
mean,
speaking of Rana,
if anything, Komomo gets a win, we all get to have a nice little pop for it. So
yeah, we'll pop.
we celebrate. Like,
Even if it is like, even if we have Momo go over Momo, we're popping.
yeah, that's true.
Uh,
But yeah, Rana, second time in the tournament.
I think she's gonna have a little better this year.
Um, let me find
Not by
last
much. She's not
year's.
making it out, obviously, but
Um, last year she did get 4 points. She did beat Hanan and Saki Kashima. So I mean,
yeah, I
I
remember
guess
when
the
she
improvement, I
beat
guess the
Saki.
better
That was
tournament I'm
fun.
looking for is she gets another win this year.
I think she might score a win against Momo. I think she gets that win back against Hina, and I wouldn't be surprised if she got a win over Hanako.
Yeah.
Uh, so speaking of making it out, though, Suzu Suzuki, who I think is making it out of the block,
Oddly
a new
enough,
leader, Mibito.
same block as last year.
Yeah, that is true.
No, Suzu's definitely going to have a strong tournament this year.
Oh, yeah.
Probably even stronger than what last year's was because she did make it. She didn't make it to playoffs. She lost the tiebreaker last year to Hanan, but I 1000% expect her to make a run in the playoffs this year, especially with her being the new leader of a faction, and it seems like they're going to give her more of a main eventer status in the company, which she's already won the 5-star 2 years ago. So,
Yeah, I know people are
um,
saying that she's winning this year, and that's not the case. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's a world where I could see it. There is a world where I could see it, but I don't.
We'll get to why that isn't the case after we talk about Konami. Uh,
She needs to have a good tournament.
she better have a good tournament. It's fucking Konami.
She needs to. I'm sorry.
Konami is
I'm
so
sorry,
fucking
but
good. Why is she not getting the flowers? Why do people think that she's washed? I want to slap anybody who says she's washed. I can't lie.
I think it has to do with the whole like Shuri thing.
So
I
the first
think
one was to set up a story, and then the second one was unfortunate. And now she's getting all the flack, but she was getting flack before that, and I don't get it.
I don't
Konami is
either.
great.
People are
Konami's
stupid.
awesome. Let
I
Konami be.
remember when she was like, "Yeah, I'm coming back full time." I was like, "All right, let's go. I think we need this." I think it.
I think it's okay. What I think a lot of it is that there's a lot of people who weren't watching Stardom, who don't know things about Stardom, saw her go into God's Eye and expected her to stay in God's Eye, and
What?
didn't
People
expect her to
not
go and
watching the
turn, and
product,
didn't.
thinking they know about the product? Say it ain't so.
Every Stardom fan who got into Stardom through AEW within the last 2 years.
Fact. No, she
Oh my
needs
god,
to.
I'm sorry. Like those people, like I don't mean to be generalization, and I know that there are a lot of people who like I'm friends with, probably people who listen to us who are that, but like it happens so consistently where they'll get into arguments with me, and it's like, and I don't like try to sound like that elitist. He's like, well, I've been watching since 2015. I know what I'm talking about, but it's also like, yeah, like I've been watching since 2015. I know what I am talking about. Like I've seen this shit like firsthand. Like and like people like try to argue things that just aren't the case, and yeah,
I
it's something
mean,
else. Anyway,
oh,
I really want
Konami.
Konami to have a strong tournament. She deserves it. Let Konami be Konami and be
I
badass.
I need Konami to have a good tournament. I think this is one that if she has a bad tournament, this I think if she has a bad tournament, I think that she's the one in this tournament that if she has a bad showing or anything is going to hurt her the most. I need her to have a good tournament.
Yep.
Not
And
just for my sanity and not because I'm a fan of Konami, but because she deserves it and she needs to be able to show how great she is. I think it also the flag she gets has to do with being in hate and being stuck in a lot of tags. Like And the only singles matches we've only seen from her was Shuri and then she did Bloodsport.
Yeah,
So
that's
those are the only ones we've seen. Like this is where she will shine, and I hope to God she does.
yes, please. Please. And now to talk about the final participant in this tournament in the Blue Stars B, we have sorry.
The Sun God, the IWGP Women's Champion, the one and only.
And
Hurry.
time to get into predictions because yeah, she's
Yeah,
winning.
there's not a whole lot to talk. I mean,
She's winning. Like it's
she's
done, it's over. Sorry kills everybody, wins the tournament.
I mean,
GG, well done, well played.
I feel like there's a world where she doesn't win this
And
tournament.
there is, and I'm going to get into that.
I do,
So
however, the most obvious one to win this tournament is Suri. Um, but that's. Oh, I just thought of something.
okay, don't get into that because
Oh no!
I'm going to get into my other predictions.
Oh
I'm going to get into my
no!
other predictions, but I want to explain how I think that this is going. So we have. I'm going to get into the final four. And then after this, I'm going to explain my other route, and then you can go. Sorry, I'm gonna take a while. I just want to not get
It's only like we've
not
been
have
going
you
for
go
over
and
an
try to say the
hour.
same thing, and then I feel like less invalidated for it, which is bad. But
I would
or it's
never
not like I'm copying
invalidate
you.
you.
But so I'm looking at my final four, and I think that is Saya, SOK, Sayori, sorry, and
Interesting.
so
Go
I
on.
don't say that there's a lot going on story wise for Sorry and Sayori. Sorry makes the finals. Now I'm looking at from a business booking perspective, which brings it to SOK going over Saya for two reasons. Now, the second
Hmm.
reason I'll get into post 5 star, and but for the biggest one, they're going to want to sell the first time match, the first time singles for the red belt between Saya and Sorry, that they're not going to run Saya Sorry in the finals beforehand because that's going to take away sales from that actual title match. So that's the biggest reason on there. So now, and obviously, Sorry is going to win. Uh, but now let's get into a little bit of the post season, and it's going to come first off with SOK losing the title, most likely to Hanan,
Hmm.
or maybe Tomoka. But that's
Hmm.
bias and me just wanting Tomoka as the champion. Uh, and then we run off Saya versus Sari, in which I think Saya retains, followed by SOK making the challenge because she defeated Saya in the 5 star. And potentially being the one to beat Saya, although probably not. But that's the biggest reason that I think Sari's winning it. I think that's because it's going to set up all those things for the future of, now SOK loses the belt and challenges Saya because she beat her in the 5 star, while you still have the Saya Sari match that's going to, because I think the Saya versus Sari for the red belt is the biggest sell for whatever pay-per-view that this is going on next. And like that's going to draw a fuck ton. I think that's just the queer plan business wise That's why like I definitely think that Sari's just winning. However, I did have another one that's more story driven. So we're gonna go talk about another match taking place at Sapporo. And that's the white belt match between SOK and Sayori. Now, and I think it's pretty clear that SOK is going to beat Sayori. However, we do have this current ongoing story with Sayori, with her having a ton of doubt in herself, and kind of kind of in a depressed state, feeling like the fans aren't behind her, that she's just not up to those standards anymore. And I think her losing to SLK lights this new fire under Sayori. She's a little more emotional, like the kind of a lot more serious, like, like without the whole kind of, hey, I'm not serious, like I'm so serious that it becomes slightly unserious. If that makes sense, right? You get what I'm trying to get out with that, right?
Sure.
Okay, I'm not. Gotcha. But like, where Sayori's going to be like a lot more focused, emotional, really putting everything into her matches. That's why at the end, I still think this is where they go with Sayori's story in the 5 star, regardless of if it's the route of Sari winning. And I think you have now this almost new Sayori going into the 5 star has this massive great run, and she gets the big win over both Sari and Bozilla to make it to the finals with, and now she has to go face the person who lit the fire beneath her in the first place in SLK. And there are two routes they can take this. They have they have the easier route of the big redemption win, beating SLK, and then going on to face Saya for their red belt to honor Tam and all of that big happy ending stuff, which I can 100% see them going, and I wouldn't be upset with that at all, which is crazy. It's crazy this is coming from me. I have been Sayori in Stardom. I had to create in Stardom because I love Sayori outside of Stardom. Doubters in the world. And I am saying that she has one of the best chances of winning the 5 star, and I don't hate it, which is insane for me. But they can also go the route that I like to see more because I love SLK. Let SLK beat Sayori again, and then it just breaks Sayori. We get an entirely new Sayori, probably leaving consequences. I'm not saying heel. I'm not saying she goes full heel. Uh,
Be careful with your words here.
but it breaks Sayori. Uh, where she thought she had it. She was like, I was focused. I was focused. I was confident. I had, because I got my, it's like I finally got my confidence back. I was so focused. Really thought I had it. And once again, I lost to SLK. The whole person that did that. And like, to me, like, I feel like there's so much character work that can be done in the Sayori versus SLK in the finals of the 5 star that I would love for them to go that route. I still think they're going the Sari route because that makes most sense from a business perspective, but just the character driven story that would take place with SLK versus Sayori, that would be the perfect finals for me. I'd like to see the SLK win and the Sayori break to, really go and give that big change to Sayori that even Sayori says that she needs. And Like that's my predictions. You can go off on yours. I'm sorry for that bigger rant, but yeah, what do you think?
Well, gee, I haven't really thought that far ahead. Fuck. The problem I have in this tournament is I don't know how they're gonna book this with it being Kamatani on top of the world right now, and arguably the only one that could knock her off in her block would be Hanan. I could maybe see them doing what they've been doing in like previous tournaments where I could see B picking up a win over Kamatani to set up a match between those two.
Which is SLK, like I was saying in my sorry prediction. Like
Um,
because it would be A stars A versus B for the top eight, and then the semis would be the winner of that match versus the number one pick. Uh, so like yeah, so the biggest reason of me saying because I said I was gonna get into predictions, so sorry for cutting you off. I just remembered the biggest reason that I think that Hanan has no chance of winning the 5 star this year is you have to look at the route that she's going to have to take. Right? She would have to go on, assuming that she isn't the like leading one, which I don't think she would. I think Saya is going to be the one leading uh that block. She's going to have to go and defeat SLK, who is current white belt champion. Will then have to go on to the semifinals to face Saya, the red belt champion, and win to finish it off in the finals against Sari, the current IWGP Women's Champion. This is not something that they would give to anybody. Like under Bushiroad, this is not something that they could even give to Tam. Under Rossi, this is not something they could give to Io or Mayu. That is the most insane feat that would ever have been done in the 5 star, including Micah going undefeated. There's
what a
not a
great
chance in hell that would happen. Sorry, Hanat fans. There's no way. Okay, now I can not interrupt you. I'm so sorry.
it's not it's not impossible, but I do agree with that would make Hanan be the craziest fucking person in the company by going that route. Like legitimately the
The craziest in
craziest.
the company of all time. Not
Yeah,
even
that would
like
be
not
it
even
would
like
that
of
would be the
current, like of all
craziest
time.
fucking run we would ever see in our life. Like just absolutely bonkers insane. Um
However, I wouldn't be surprised if they had Hanan like pull one over Saya, and that being a big deal. But that's the most we're getting.
yeah, I mean, my top four, like, it would have to be Suri, Saya. I would say Ami or Sayori, and I could argue a case for probably SLK. I would like it to be Poi, but at the same time, I could get down with either one. I I don't know. It's weird because it's weird because this tournament is so fucking weird, man. Like, I don't know. There's so many people that could win it all, and
I don't know about so many people. I have three that I have like, yeah, they got a good chance of winning, and then I have like
I mean,
nobody
it
else
had
who I
to
think
be
even has a
Kamatani,
chance.
Suri are my top two to win it all, but I hate the idea of the red belt champion winning the fucking 5 star. That's
I
why
see. I don't
personally,
have Saya winning because I
that's why
think that
personally I hate having the main champion in the 5 star, but that's just me.
the only thing that I can see out of Saya winning is her just challenging Sari, and I don't think that's. And I think that's far more underwhelming than just Sari winning and challenging Saya instead. Uh, because again, it's the challenger or the champion or the winner challenges for a championship that they're choosing, and like it can, I doubt she'd go after the white belt, and I would hate to have to do a double championship match. Uh, which okay, which has been done before. The red belt has challenged for the white belt without it being like a necessarily a double championship match where the white belt can also yeah, like they've done that many times. Like Mayu was red belt champion when she challenged for the white belt, but Momo with the white belt, if she beat when she beat Mayu, she didn't win the red belt because it was only for the white belt. Like that's a thing, and I don't hate it, like especially from like the SLK's perspective for going after it. I don't think it's the route to go. Like I said, I think it's almost 100% sorry. Like I'd say 90% sorry's winning, 5% Sayori's winning. No, 8% Sayori's winning, 2% chance SLK is winning, which is funny because I was almost 100% sure that like I thought SLK was 100% sure of winning until like I was fully confirmed that sorry's in this. But then it's like, yeah, sorry. Like it has to be weird. Like it's so we can set up sorry versus Saya, and which is why that Saya doesn't make it to the finals. And I think that she, loses it down to SLK, and we finally get SLK in the finals, which pushes SLK up to a higher ranking. And also, sorry versus SLK. Holy shit. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Go on with your predictions. I am cutting you off a lot.
Oh, you're good. The problem is I haven't like sat down and really hammered out the 5 star yet. There,
You've
in
been doing
my
it
mind,
relentlessly.
there are so many people that are in this tournament that could arguably win it. In my humble opinion, the most likely of scenarios probably is a Suri win. I could see it. They would have to do some real fuckity shit to make it where she would be the loser in the tournament, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I would not be opposed to a poi win.
yeah. I mean, I definitely don't see it happening. I
I would not be
mainly
opposed
because
to a
she's
poi.
challenging for the red belt at Sapporo,
But honestly,
and
what I really want is an Ami Soiree win in this tournament.
see that cool as that may be, I don't even have her like making it out of the block because I think Bozilla because I would be because honestly I think we're getting the remake of Bozilla. Sorry, uh,
Yeah,
just yeah,
I did see that get floated around.
uh, and the only person that I see getting that win over Sorry, crazy enough, once again coming from me, is Sayori, and that's if Sayori's winning because that's that huge like big deal of her, with this new fire lit under her, given to her by losing the white belt match with SLK. That like she, most likely with the pot ring goes and gets one over. Sorry, and that's a huge deal. But outside of all of this, I don't like. Sorry, kind of puts yeah, this person can't win now. Uh, which coincides with once again with why I think Hanan's not winning. Like you have so say the route that I projected is not the case, and Sorry's not in the finals. SOK gets knocked out in the top eight, and so she only has to beat Saya as the only champion that she beats. Then say that she knocks off Poi, and then the finals is not Sorry. They're not going to have like say Sayori, you know, beat Sorry as that huge monumental moment of this is now her moment, only to go back and then lose to Hanan. Like you don't
Mm.
have a huge win like that to lose to somebody who's not been developed as that top level star yet. Like they can be developing them into that, but since they have not had Hanan in that spot yet, that would be the most underwhelming like 5-star finish to have somebody who's had that huge monumental win and then just lose to that. Like that wouldn't be a way of going. And I think that kind of is like the same thing that I view about most of the other people in this tournament of they have to get past almost everybody has to get past Sorry in some capacity that them losing to like, anybody else
Yeah, no,
is just not
she's the
feasible.
final boss of this tournament.
And like that's why I was like the only people that I can even feasibly see in that is if like Sayori beats her. Like from the Blue Star, the entirety of Blue Stars, she's the only person that I feel like has any kind of chance of beating Sorry and taking her out because she's going to have that new fire. And then from
Well, I think out of everybody in Blue Stars, she has the most credibility in terms of beating somebody of Suri's caliber. The only other person that realistically does, in my mind, is Momo Watanabe,
oh my god, we are getting Momo
or
versus Sorry. Oh my god.
I think Momo would have enough like credibility to be able to beat her. Suzu, I could argue it. But those are the only three I see that could go through her to the
I
final.
think that the closest we get to Sorry losing this match is I think she draws with Suzu.
I think she draws with Suzu, but I could also see a world where she draws with Momo. I could see a world,
Potentially,
but
she's going to have a draw against one of them,
and I don't
but
know.
no
I don't.
losses. But she's not going to
No
lose to
loss.
anybody.
She's
She's
not
only
losing.
getting
She's
one
having
draw.
a Micah style run
Yeah.
where it's
I
either
have
she's
something.
beating
I have something even crazier.
everybody or
Yeah.
she's
I
tying once.
like I said, the only like the closest to a loss I can get is her tying with Suzu or Momo. However, I'm going to even be even bolder and say that she wins, and I think that all of her matches are sub 10 minutes.
Ooh wee. Ooh
I like
wee.
like regular matches, not talking about anything in the playoffs. Uh, but
Ooh
like before
wee.
the playoffs, I think she beats everybody in under 10 minutes, and that's like that big like point of Like she runs through everyone
That's ooh
because I think this
ooh.
is the thing of they are really, really going to be hammering in Sorry as a final boss. I think that they're going to do what Marigold should have done. And that is Sorry is going to be completely unstoppable. And I think in what is going to be very controversial and very hated, I think Saya successfully defends against Sorry because of hate.
I mean, yeah.
And like I mean hardcore because of hate. Uh, it's going to be one of the most fucked finishes and most fucked hate finishes that they've ever done.
I'm
Like
kind of
I like so when I say that, like I don't mean like there's some light usual hate shenanigans, ha ha ha. I mean like they have. So do you remember the whole fucking Tora Tan thing that I hated, where it became like fucking Looney Tunes, where everybody came rushing in and Tam just successfully avoided everything and causing them all to run into each other and fumble around and like something that I was very much hateful of. You remember that?
yeah, that was great.
Yeah, yeah.
That
I
was
think it's
amazing.
that,
I
but it
loved every
works.
moment of that.
I hated every moment of that. But yeah, I think it's they do that, but it works. Like they all go in there and th- they hit all their like the weapon shit on her. They fully all just everybody gangs up on her. That causes Saya to win. And that are no disqualification, and it's effectively a 1 on 8.
I could see Suri just being like, "I'll take all you fuckers on at the
No,
same
no, no.
time.
She would be doing very well, but like again,
Bring
it's
it
going to
on,
be
bitches."
like the numbers game, and like the match is not going to be what everybody wants it to be. Like it's not going to be like that straight 1 on 1 Saya versus Sari. This is so like, oh yeah, this is that dream match where it's going to be effectively like Sorry, just facing everybody of hate while Saya really just kind of avoids Sorry.
So it's interesting that you bring that up because who's uh who's like who's like who's Suri best friends with? Who
The
who
little
is she
fairy.
with? One Knots boy?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And who's pretty much the de facto leader of Cosmic Angels now?
Kurara.
No, but she'll get there. One Knots boy. Um, if Hate pulls that shit, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a repeat. It's gonna be Poi and the rest of the Angels running down there to help Suri against Hate. And she probably still loses because of shenanigans, but it won't be as bad because the Angels are there to help her.
I'm
And
going
then
to say that's
Suri goes
absolutely.
to Cosmic, baby!
I'm going to say that's absolutely not happening.
Oh, I hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong. I hope you realize that if you're wrong about this, I'm going to clown on you.
If I'm wrong about this, the Joshi Bar podcast is over.
Oh, brother.
Oh my god, no. Because that would be everything that Sorry as a character is against. Is
Yeah, but
getting help like that.
I mean, let's see. Here's the thing.
That would be
She didn't
so
ask for the help.
even then.
She didn't ask for the help.
The only thing that I can see is Sorry like trying to refuse help, and that causes her to lose.
Nah.
And that I know you'd hate more because technically Poi would be responsible for Sorry losing. And
Now
that would
that's
split up a feud between
terrorism.
Poi and Sorry. So
Wait a
that's
minute.
yeah, no, no, no. See, you
Wait a
brought in the
minute.
fact that Cosmic is going to go in and, try to balance that out.
That that could
And
lead to a
that's what's
Poi
going to
being
happen.
IWGP Women's Champion.
That's what's going to end up
Ooh.
happening because Sorry is not going to want help. Sorry would refuse it. And that's the thing. Like, Sorry would want to do that herself. To go and throw Cosmic in there would be a big detriment to her character. Uh,
I
the closest, like, I would
disagree.
definitely say that the Cosmic factor of everybody from Cosmic coming in would definitely not have. I can see potentially Poi trying to help, but there's no way that
See if,
the rest of Cosmic
see
is
if
getting
Poi
involved.
comes in to try to help. That ropes in Sayori, and that would also rope in Yuna, Saya, and Karara.
No, 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 no. Because we,
Aya, I'm
we,
sorry.
we have to end the rope at Poi.
Nah.
Because, no, because again,
Nah.
they wouldn't. Also, Sorry is very much going in there as fuck Stardom. I'm here to kill Stardom. That's where
Well,
Say that's it's not
well,
Say
that's
Sorry
all
is right
well
now.
and good, but her best friend is literally in the company.
Yeah, and they're not really going to acknowledge that.
No, they
that
will.
that's a big thing that they're just kind of like, hey, yeah, you forgot about that, right?
No, I won't forget. I refuse to let them
Uh,
forget.
and I think that's another reason I don't
So,
think I
I,
I would not be surprised during this entirety of Sari's run in Stardom that her and Poi never interact on screen.
I, I would hate that. I want them teaming together. They were a lot of fun together.
I definitely don't see them teaming together. I don't see Sari
Why
teaming with
not?
anybody in Stardom because she's here to destroy Stardom, and Cosmic is the most pro Stardom thing going right now. Uh, like it's the like Cosmic
It's
is
her
the
best friend.
exact opposite of what Sari is right now. I
Well, then in that case, she should be trying to do fucking lead hate then.
no because hate still Stardom, and she like no, she's like fuck hate too. She's fuck everybody. I am here to kill everyone, and that's exactly what Sari should be. She is the lone boss right now, and that's fucking awesome. Let her be that badass. She doesn't need the backing of anybody else. The second you start like teaming her with people and putting other people on her side, it takes away from what Sari is doing. However,
I'm gonna
if
say
you do have that
something.
thing where Poi tries to interfere and then
She's
because
gonna.
it's her best friend, that's when you do strike up that little
Because,
feud and you
well, because
have that cost sorry even of her going and turning her down. And that way you get Poi versus Sorry for the IWGP Women's Championship. And honestly, I don't see anybody else who could beat Sorry other than Poi. So
well, I
and
mean,
that kind of ends Sorry's stint in Stardom because it's not going to be a full time thing.
if I'm Bushy Road, I'm throwing the bag.
You can throw all the bag
I'm
at you want.
I'm a I'm a
She's not
I'm a right
taking that bag. That's the thing.
I'm gonna write the blank check. I'm gonna look at her and say, "We'll be the home promotion, but you still do whatever the fuck you want. We don't want any. You can still do everything you were doing, but you're signed with us."
The thing is, Sorry loves being a freelancer too much. She won't. She's not
I
signing
mean,
to
she's
a,
still a freelancer. She's just the home promotion Stardom.
even then. Like,
Shut up, bio.
look. Sorry
No,
and Stardom would move the fuck out of me.
it's
I love
moving
Sorry,
me.
but it's also I think Sorry honestly is at her best when she just shows up everywhere and just like, hey, I run this shit now. Fuck all y'all. Like
So
that's so beast. It's so beast, and that's
so
why I'm thinking. Like honestly, like I think that's the way to go. You know, you have the hate shenanigans causing her to lose the match with Saya. And then somewhere down the line, you go and you strike up the feud with Sorry and Poi. Then Poi becomes IWGP Women's Champion, right?
So couple things. What if we get what if we get her to stick around, right? What if what if we just have her lead Stardom into all the other promotions with that same attitude of fuck you. We run this shit now. Like with Sendai.
Okay. So no, my biggest issue on that is one, it's so much cooler when
You,
Sorry does it alone.
you just hate fun.
No, it's not that I hate fun. It's so much cooler when Sorry shows up to a promotion and single handedly takes out everyone. That's so fucking cool. That's so fucking cool. But when
Whatever.
she goes and has a bunch of other people, I think that kind of kills that. And oh my god, Stardom doesn't need to go and kill every other promotion. They are already doing that by existing and being the biggest Joshi promotion. That would be a horrible burial of like, hey, we're gonna go and take all. Hey, we are already the highest and biggest promotion in Joshi. We're gonna go into a bunch of smaller promotions and be like, hey, yeah, we're gonna fuck up everybody and show why we're better. That would be the worst burial of every other promotion in history. That's some WWE type shit.
I mean, I have the shovel ready. Like,
No, let's
I think it'd
not
be
do that.
fun. I think it'd be fun. Granted, she would be in the position Micah would be with that. Which, if Micah wasn't hurt, she would be the one literally just going, "Yeah, we fucking run this shit." But I have a counterpoint to the Suri run. What if she just runs through the entire roster? Like just the entire roster.
See, I'm for that too. She runs through the entire roster, grabs the belt, and just lets fuck it, and just throws it and leaves. That's what I
Oh no
wanted
no
her to
no
do with
no no
Maringo,
no
honestly.
no oh no 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 bio oh no. It gets to the point where they get so desperate to get this fucking outsider gone that they have to go find one Twilight Dream Tam Nakano
This is where I
to
leave the
come in
call.
and save the promotion.
Well, as always, we are the Joshi Podcast, and we are fine.
Wow. All right. So we're just okay. All right. I see how it is. Whatever. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If that happens, I'm a clown on everybody.
That happens. I am not
I'm
watching Stardom. Oh my god.
oh brother.
Oh my god. Do not put that evil in the world, awesome.
Well, I just did, and now all the listeners will also listen
I'm
to
gonna
it
edit
and
this
hear
out.
it. Oh, you're a bitch.
No.
What is this fucking creative control bullshit?
Uh, uh,
But anyways,
uh,
I know I haven't really given my predictions for this 5 star.
give
Personally,
your predictions.
it's hard
Who's
to
winning?
because I haven't like sat down and really looked at everything like you have. Granted, because there's so many people that could win this one, but
See the
I
way I did it
think
though? I
I
literally
I
went through every person one by one and was and found every reason why that they couldn't win. And I to be honest, like so and then I really just narrowed it down to SLK, sorry, Sayori as potential like in anything. Like the biggest one is like I had a fair amount of people thinking Azumi and it came down to okay, then we have to do the finals of Azumi versus Sari, and there's no way in hell Bushiroad is going to put the New Japan Strong Belt over the IWGP belt. And then I was like, that just straight up eliminates Azumi right there.
That is unless Azumi loses it to Bozilla.
That is true.
You know, I feel like we'll get another episode out before the beginning of the 5 star, and I'll probably have a different opinion. But I could see the path for Ami to win it all, and I kind of like it.
I
I
definitely
think
don't see
she,
Ami, and
I
I love
I
Ami.
I think she gets a very surprise upset over Suri as revenge for Shuri.
See, if
I
there
I
if it
I
was
could see it, and
anybody
I
who would do
wouldn't
the
hate it.
revenge thing
I would
for
like it.
Shuri, it would have been Saki, and Saki's not even in it.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good.
It
I
like
mean, I mean,
it would be Saki or it'd be Rana,
as of right, I wouldn't say
but
Rana.
like there's no way Rana was getting the win. But if anybody who'd be like the one
I
fighting for Shuri, those would be the
I
two.
I no, it's Ami. 100%. It's Ami. 100% it'd be Ami fighting for Shuri. She literally had to watch all this shit go down. She watched this. No, I'm going to say right now that I think Ami wins it all. That's what I'm saying right now. But give me time, and I would like to think we'll have another episode out before the 5 star.
I mean, that just kind of depends on. Like, I'm usually down. Like, I usually don't close
So
unless it's Sunday. So,
so
like,
we'll
just
probably get another one out, and if I can actually sit down and look at everything and go more in depth, yeah, I'll probably have a possible different answer. But right now, and I kind of do want it to happen for Ami because I think she deserves it. Um,
I can say that I don't see this one. That I don't see. I don't see the Ami one at all. To be fully honest,
I see the Ami
I'm
win
sorry.
more than I would see the Hanan win.
I I, I don't see either at all.
Well, I don't
But
see the Hanan win either, but I'm gonna end it with Ami wins the 5 star. Probably probably takes out Kamatani in a way, or somebody causes Kamatani to slip up in
and
the
the biggest
semifinals.
thing is, I
Which
think it's SLK just due to the fact that now that sets up when SLK loses the belt, that that same night she challenges Saya for the red belt, and that because that leads into Saya's next match. It leads into Sayori or not Sayori, but it leads into the Sari Saya match and like all that. Like I think the biggest thing to me that eliminates Ami is the current story involving Sayori. I mean, like really, really, really makes me think that regardless, like she doesn't have to go in that finals, and like she can lose to Sari and not necessarily go and destroy her. But like that whole thing with her self doubt and then having the white belt match, that's okay that she's going to lose, and the fact that that should fill and light a new fire under her. That I think that Sayori is a given to make it out of the block, and then I think Bozilla is too new and too, I guess, somebody who needs to be put in that such a strong position that I feel like she also has to make it out. That takes me from believing that Ame could win.
I can see the path for Ami to win. Um,
The again, I think the hardest thing with that is Ami's payoff could take place either in the semifinals or the first round of the playoffs. And the big finals payoff with would be for somebody who has a championship, most likely either Saya or SLK. Because I don't see Hanan as a finalist for anybody to lose. Like Hanan making the finals to lose just doesn't make any sense. For like anybody, like beating Hanan. Sorry to say, but beating Hanan isn't that big of a deal for that to be the person to lose in the finals. Uh, and then that's two people who already have championships, and that like it's also hard to do that. So like I think that like those are the reasons that I eliminated Hanan or not Hanan but Amir initially because it's like okay like Sari has a championship in the IWGP title, so her going and beating SLK doesn't necessarily like she's like, oh, I don't care about a fucking match with that like a white belt match. I'm going after Saya's red belt. Or vice versa, you do run the finals of Sorry Saya and then have Sorry go and challenge for SLK's white belt instead.
That's what I was thinking actually when I went. Oh, I just had a thought was Suri wins, then goes after SLK because
But
she already vanquished Kamatani. She's not worth her time anymore.
I also see like as much as I know that like Sorry is somebody who values the white belts higher than the red belts. I don't see that the route they're taking purely just be from a like marketing standpoint. I hate that
I
I look at marketing
mean,
so much like when I do these predictions, but I'm
I
also like
mean, you
that's
definitely sell out. You're definitely gonna sell out. If you have a Saya Suri final, you're definitely selling that out.
but here's the thing with the finals. They run the semifinals and the finals the same night. So you can't really rely on that to sell it because that's not a guarantee. That's why I think that they're
Ah,
saving
but you get
the
them
Sorry Saya,
with the process, with the thought and possibility of it.
but that's not going to sell as big as a guarantee Saya versus Sorry red belt match. That's the thing. You're going to go like you can still sell on the possibility of Saya Sorry when you run the semifinals because that would stay the same of like if it's Saya say sorry in the finals or SLK sorry in the finals, the promotion would be the exact same for that show. So
Yeah,
like they wouldn't earn any extra money from that. Uh
fair. I guess I don't know.
because
There's
like
a lot of
again
different things.
I think the sorry Saya match is too big money for them to not try to build an entire pay-per-view around and you have the 5 star that could that brings you to the potential of that and then you have that being what's going to sell the tickets at that next show and then you have plus then you get the whole big thing of SOK beating Saya and then going on to challenge Saya after the sorry match then you potentially have Red Belt SOK and the like an actual true grand slam of Stardom who has every other Grand Slam has not won the Future Belt or the New Blood belts. So SOK would truly, truly be the only true Grand Slam of Stardom.
Well, she's never won the SWA belt.
Yeah, but that's discontinued, so it doesn't matter.
I just saying.
It's a
But
discontinued belt, so you
you're a
can't even count that.
discontinued belt.
Sure, he's never won the Future Belt or the New Blood belts. so she couldn't do it.
Depends on what your definition of the Grand Slam is.
Every single belt that you can win. If the SWA belt was still active, you could count that. But if it's one that's been
Potato,
like,
potato.
yeah, like it's impossible to win at this point. And due to the fact that the SWA belt was meant to be an overseas belt, SLK never had the opportunity because it was discontinued before she was legally be going overseas to wrestle. So, yeah,
Anyway, I think Ami right now. I need to get the like I'll need to tinker around with the spreadsheet because I'm a better like visual guy when it comes to tournaments. If I can have it
yeah.
all in front of me and change things and look at all
My
the possible different paths and everything and look at it and think about it.
my biggest
Um,
thing is if you can kind of figure out like a strong Final Four, which I think SLK, Saya, Sayori, sorry, is kind of a very strong a
it
very
is.
strong possibility for the Final Four
It's a
that you
very
can
strong
replace.
final four. It's a very strong final four.
Like you can
Um,
use that as a base to go and replace the person in each block with every other member and look how they would you know navigate that path, and then be like, yeah, this person can't do it, this person
yeah,
can't do it, this person
that's
can't do it.
yeah. I need to see if I can tinker around with last year's spreadsheet and just see if I can just add it to include more people, and then from there, if it works, then I can actually do that because I'm way better. I'm way better doing that than like writing it down or like just looking at it, trying to plot it out. I'm still gonna say right now, I do want Ami to win. I'm gonna. I think. I think
Again,
there's a possibility of her winning. I think, but that's for me. That's somewhat of my biases of me
yeah,
wanting Ami to win, but I wouldn't be upset if she did. And
yeah.
I
So
feel like a lot of people wouldn't be, but you never know with these things.
yeah, like again, for me, I'm looking at like the biggest thing is if you're going to have like some kind of story, you don't want the payoff to be like in the semifinals. You want something major to come from the finals. And just looking at everybody in all of Red Stars, I don't think there's anybody that gives that satisfying finals for Ami. Like with Sayori winning, her going up against SLK, who just beat, who just beat her in the white belt match. That's a full redemption arc for Sayori taking place in the finals. You have Sorry, and then like you have with Sorry, she kills everybody. It's GG, well played. Uh, you have her with SLK and just she beats SLK, and then now two ways that she can take that is she can challenge Saya and then be like, and then she was like, oh, I lost to Saya, but hey, I still beat you SLK in the finals. How about I go after you next? That could also set up that, but I highly doubt that because I think that SLK goes and challenge SLK loses that night and challenges Saya. But for SLK, if you end the finals with once again Sayori, she gets that or not the redemption, but like she beats her again and breaks Sayori, which while that story revolves still around Sayori, it still adds that story element to that match. Like the biggest thing is I have to look for something that's going to make sense within the finals of the tournament. And I think those three are the only options that really do have a satisfying finals. But yeah. Uh, Anything else you want to add? Or do we just want to call it here?
We should probably call it here.
Yeah, we're right
Probably
at
on
2 hours
the
too, so that's perfect.
yeah. Probably next episode. Final previews for the 5 star. I'll have a better, probably in depth look at it on my end. Go over the last couple shows before the 5 star begins. Biggest one being the Sapporo pay per view on the 21st, which we only know a couple matches from that right now, which we did mention earlier. And then also, I think a little bit of Tej content because that same day they're holding Summer Sun Princess, which is looking to be a good show as well. So I think that's what we have to look forward to next video is talking about that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Sorry we are so inconsistent on uploading. I want to get better at that. It's also like planning these things is hard, scheduling things is hard, and then also me going and having things that it's like, hey, we should talk about this is also hard. Because sometimes like, hey, I want to do a podcast. I have no idea what the fuck to talk about. It's just not. But yeah, thank you all for listening, and as always, we are the Joshi Bar and we are fine.
We are fine.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Godspeed.